I heard international people in this country also can register.
I have already done, madam. I have already given vaccine.
Oh, that's good. When you get it?
Uh, I got it on 5th May. 5 May.
Ah, all right. I
At the
didn't take.
second day.
I didn't take
Sorry,
first.
6th May.
Oh, 6 May. Okay. I
6th
didn't
May.
take the first batch because I'm actually having a health problem,
Allergy.
allergy at the same time. So
Yeah.
okay, so this semester is actually you can see that I'm not really active because I have a lot of health problem. I don't know why. Maybe I got COVID. Not sure. Okay. Last in Ramadan, my health is really declining until I cannot breathe and whatsoever. So, but I'm actually getting better now. I have asthma, so that is one of the things. Eh? So I would like to apologize for this class because I don't really give you a good uh, explanation of consumer behavior kind of thing. But uh, I just make what I can do lah for your assignment so that you can all pass my class. Hopefully you get A's from me as well. Okay, so I'm not really. I have my own standard, but I actually teach you towards my standard. Okay, so that you know that after this you know how to do it lah. Okay, for your from your assignments. Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm getting better now, so that's why I'm going to register for AstraZeneca tomorrow at 12. Hopefully, I get lah the dose. Not sure. Okay, all right. Let me share my screen first. Okay, I bet that some of you might get confused with my video previously. Is it anyone understand what I'm what I'm explaining before in my coding team thingy of what you call it the video that I gave you before. Okay, so this one is if you can see that in your group case study report. Okay, so this one is actually I already gave a little bit of explanation, but I think some of you might get confused about what's going on or whatsoever. Okay, so basically, this for this semester report only cover up to this one lah, from 1 to 15. But next class, I'm going to add a little bit, but not you are not required to do that. Okay, I'm going to add where teacher review around here.
Madam, can I ask you a question,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
don't mind?
Yes.
Madam, can you please share with us a sample paper so that we can follow that paper?
Okay, I will share with you.
Thank you, madam.
All right. I will share with you your seniors' work, your seniors' work, because I think you might get confused. But your seniors did a great job, but not everyone can get what I'm actually portraying. So I'm going to show you one paper that is actually good lah. Okay, let me go through your
This one
seniors.
from brother Ariji.
Yeah. He's actually my co-supervisor. Yeah? So let me see whether he's doing good or not. This one, okay, data collection, okay, data analysis. All right, okay. So because I don't really like if you analysis is something like this one. To like these groups, he did like Q1 similarities, differences, similarities. I don't really like that this way lah. Okay, I'm going to show you the others. Let's see, we have this one also quite same. All right, okay. This is what no need, but
This one qualitative or quantitative, madam?
this one is qualitative. The same They did the same assignment like you guys.
I asked brother Arizi. He said that they did quantitative, not qualitative.
He did. He did. And maybe he doesn't want to share with you.
Oh, no,
Not
no,
going to
no.
share.
He is very close of mine.
Okay.
He's my senior, very close senior.
Okay. So this group is almost up to my standard. This one. This one is I leave this group. Let me uninstall this one because I need to give you a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to my prof, and I'm not prof yet. I'm a new lecturer, a doctor only. But just call me madam. This one is good. This one is the type of things that I want. Yeah. Where someone I need to meet someone. Okay. Okay. So basically, data analysis within the how to report it is actually under data analysis number 11. You should actually write it in sentences. In sentences. Like this one. Okay. This one also okay. Smart. Yeah. I guess you know some of these students. Okay. This one also okay lah. Okay, I'll give you some lah. But I'm not saying that they are excellent lah in everything, but you can compare. So okay, we go back to this one. Okay, I think consumer profile, this one okay, whatever. Interview question done. Okay, this is contribution. Okay, this one you can actually manage yourself. Okay, so basically we are going to go through the data analysis. Data analysis. Okay, so this one, if you can see that the steps for data analysis, actually, okay, if you are doing what you call it, a face-to-face interview, whether it's through Gmeet or meeting with people. So basically, your interview, when you write it, all the findings, it will be like this, interview transcript. But if you use Google Form, it would be something else lah, basically in Excel, in Excel. So, okay, this one I think you understand how to transcribe. Okay, so the step number one, when it comes to, actually I want to use my pen, but I don't know lah, my laptop cannot take it. All right. Okay, so basically what you need to do through your findings, you need to have similarity. You need to find similarity, you need to find differences. Okay, what is the meaning of this one? Okay, so some of you might get confused. Okay, similarity. Let me use my whiteboard. Whiteboard. Board. Let me use my PowerPoint. Okay. Usually I will use my pen, my that pen, but that pen is something else. Okay, so I'm just going to use my PowerPoint. All right, so basically what you need to do is you need to find similarity and also differences among the finding. But before you find that, this is quite complicated lah, but inshallah if you are working through a group, inshallah you can take it lah. Okay, that's why it's a group project. All right, and tak apa dah. Okay, so blank. Okay, so let me apa yang saya nak buat kan. I don't know. Okay, so the first one, what you need to do, you need to find among the findings a similar code. This is what you need to do. This is getting a similar code among the finding, and then you are going to find and differences of similarity and differences from this similar code. Okay, differences of what? Differences. This one is okay. From this similar code, you either find similarity or you find differences of what? Of agreement, of the agreement among the participant. Okay. Can you understand? Tak faham lagi kan? You understand I will give you example. Okay. Similar code means, for example, you find that, okay, I give you an example. There are two participants. There are two, mana test box saya, okay. Alright. P1, when it comes to qualitative, you always use participant. Do not use respondent. Respondent is for quantitative. So whenever you want to do a qualitative paper, use participant. So I call it as a P1 meaning participant number 1, saying that I love green. Okay. For example, you get this kind of findings. But P2 say that I love blue. Okay, so this is one example. So what is the similar code between these two findings? Can you guess? What is the theme?
The color maybe.
Color, good. All right. This one I call it code or theme. It doesn't matter lah. Okay, so so you make it a theme for these two findings, which is under the same code of theme. It's called color. But does it have the same agreement or different agreement between these two findings?
Different agreement.
Different agreement, that's good. All right, now let me admit. Now you understand, okay. Because I think in the last video I didn't actually explain on this. Okay, so for example, I love color, plant color. Not plant, trees. Tree lah, apa yang panggil daun, leaves color. Okay, leaves. This one is the tree leaves lah. Okay, color. Okay, so you know that this leaf color is green, and participant 1 just straight saying that I love green, but participant 2 say that I love leaf kind of color, something like that. Okay, because some people when they give answer they can actually be very straightforward, sometimes they are not. So but these two findings have the same agreement, which is the same meaning, the meaning of agreement. All right, so okay. If it's too fast, let me know. If you have any question, you can just interrupt me. All right, so the code or the theme that you want to come up from these two findings is the color, okay? The meaning, the agreement is different. The agreement is similar, sorry. Okay, for example, before this, I love blue. It's different, so it will be under this one. Okay, so you understand this concept, okay? Okay, so similarities, for example, in your opinion, what will be the best color to be included in advertisement? It depends. Participant 1 say that, but it depends. Participant 2, it depends. For example, okay, so the theme you can actually come out is depends. Is it wrong if I want to come out change, if you want to put a theme of instead of change? Yes, you can. Okay, that's why when it comes to qualitative, the researcher is part of the instrument, meaning your judgment cannot say it's wrong or right, but when it comes to you make a judgment on whether it's similarity or it's a different meaning or agreement, this one is actually, if let's say I'm actually your supervisor, I can say that, oh, this is wrong. But when it comes to when it comes to code or theme that you come up with, I cannot say it's wrong, okay, because that is your judgment. So if you want to, whether you want to do a theme of change or depends, okay. Right. So this is similarity, because participant number one, participant two say the same thing. I mean, like they have the same meaning. Okay, but when it comes to the differences, for example, may I know what is your favorite color? My favorite color is black. There are several, brown, orange, yellow. Okay, so this one is under theme of, actually is under theme, let me see, colors lah. Okay, is under theme of color. But I can say that there is contradiction between these two participants. Is one color and another one is several colors. Okay, this one understand, eh? Any question? All right, no, eh? Okay.
No question, madam.
Okay, good. All right. So let's go to your. All right. To your seniors, eh? How they do it. So where to put the tables here? Okay, where to put the tables? You put this table. You didn't put these tables inside the analysis, eh? You didn't put it under 11, number 11. No. You put it under appendix number 15. Okay, so it's like this. Mana tambahnya? Okay, this one. If you are using Google form, so you will actually get an Excel lah. Okay, all right. So this is how you do it lah. For example, this one is okay, so how, okay, this interview question number 1, okay, language goals, communication. So this is the similarity that they get from question number 1. And question number 2, this one is similarity. Okay, so this group, they make a different table. One is similarity analysis, another one is difference analysis. Okay, so within question number 1, for example, one single question can have both, can only have similarity, or can only have differences, or maybe doesn't have anything. So this is actually quite a problem lah. Okay. So in research, if you ask several participants, but you cannot come up with the same code. You cannot come up with a code, meaning your findings have problem, meaning that you cannot answer your question. It must have some sort of theme, in terms of similarity of a theme lah, meaning that you can actually come up with a good theme, something. Okay, so try to find theme, whether it's difference analysis or a similarity analysis, doesn't matter. It's just that you have a theme lah within one particular question. Okay, so basically within one question, you may have several similarities but no differences at all. You may have several differences with no similarity at all, or maybe you may have both. Okay, you may have both, but there is nothing, meaning that you cannot even come up with a theme, meaning that your findings have some sort of problem lah. You need to either get more findings, or maybe you need to alter your question. That is how is it lah? How we do it, how it does. Okay. So as you can see, the seniors, they did it. Okay, how is learning of the language? So this group have three similarities within one questions among their findings. Okay, three similarities, and then they also come up with two different analysis within one question. So basically, the first question when they when they ask, they have three similarities, two differences. Okay, let's go and see another example. All right, this one. Okay. Okay, this one. Okay, so this is question number one. How is the learning of English language necessary to you? English is international language. This is because this one is language, so you can say that this is a similarity. Okay, but needed to apply scholarship. Okay, this is goals. And this group have three participants. So basically, sometimes you can find similarity between first and second participant, but not the third one. Or you can find a similarity between participant number 2 or participant number 3. And it can be redundant from time to time. For example, this one is the similarity with this sentence. This sentence. So you just take this sentence and put it inside the similarity box. This is similarity box. Something like this. You just take the necessary sentences. You just select some sentences that is actually connected to the other participants. Also P3, non-language input. Non-language input. Okay. So basically, P3 doesn't have anything to say about language. Okay, that is number one. There is similarity. This number. All right. Okay, from P to P3. Okay, they can see that this one goals to apply scholarship goals. This is to get my dream English language to study overseas. Okay, so this one is the goal, but the goal is different. One is scholarship, another one is to study overseas, but it's still under the same team, which I come out myself. This goal is a team that you come out yourself. Okay, but this actually have a different meaning. This goal means scholarship, this goal means to study overseas. So this is actually a difference analysis, but it only happened from participant number 2 and participant 3. Okay, and it can be much more if you know how to find in each each sentences. All right. So once you have similarity, you put it under box like this. Okay. This one also can come up with communication as well. So you can come when you why this box is necessary is this box is necessary for you to do the reporting. Any question? Hopefully you guys understand. It's not that hard. It's actually more on creative writing. Okay, so creative writing. Imagine that you have a book and then you use a highlighter. You highlight and then you put a little bit of note beside the highlight saying definition. That kind of thing lah. It's happening in qualitative analysis. Okay, so this is how the seniors do it. Okay, so how to report? I'll show you how to report. Where is it? Okay. All right. let's see how your seniors report this in the data analysis number 11. This as you know, okay, good. All right. Okay, so let me go through this one first. Okay, so how to report? Okay, this one is under appendix. This one, all the boxes is under all boxes are under appendix. Appendices number 15. Okay, okay, step. Right. Okay. So when it comes to number 11, number 11 is like this. Okay, step 2, report your data analysis in item number, not number 7, this one 11. Okay, 11, data analysis. Your reporting should not be in a table form, but in paragraph and quotation. Okay, some of your senior, they make it like this, which is not up to my standard lah. They didn't get so much marks lah for this kind of reporting, but they will get marks on other things lah. Okay, all right. Okay, so this is data analysis that this group done. So you can see Q1 how the price, participant one, blah blah blah. Okay. That's it. And then Q2, I don't want this kind of thing. Okay, there is a way on how to report. Okay. Okay. Let me show you. I think as you know, okay. This one in only knows. This is how you should report. I'm not saying that this group reporting, but this is how the format should look. With regards to question number 1, okay, so if you want to report, don't mention about question 1, question 2, don't mention about question. You just say with regards to the customer experience when they order from Domino's Pizza, all of the 3 participants have similar report. So with regard to question number 1 is not the right way to report. Just say with regards to the customer, okay. You make it in a sentence lah. The question you make it in sentence. In a sentence, all 3 participants have similar responses. I'm not saying similar responses. Similar agreements. Similar agreement also can lah. Not responses. Similar agreement that resulted in positive experience. Okay. This is extra sentences lah. Okay, so how to quote, when you put it here, put it on when you want to quote, or not quote, let me say that, when you want to actually put the sentence from the findings from participant A, B, or C, you make it on the center, in the center, but basically I will put quote lah. I will put a quotation mark. Let me copy je. Alright. This one is Honda. Later on we will go through Honda first. Okay. Okay. Alright, so this one is okay. So with regards to question 1, I don't really like this. With regards to the with regards to the consumer experience when they order from Domino's Pizza, all 3 participants have similar responses that resulted in positive experience. I would suggest like this lah. Their responses as follow. As followed. Okay. So I would suggest something like this. Okay, this is the findings that you get from. So where to get this one? This one, you get back from the box. That's why the box is important. Okay, this one, copy paste. Easy and smooth ordering system, domino RNA, and then you copy paste and make it a quotation. So something like this. I would suggest something like this lah. Okay, this is how qualitative their writing. Okay, participant pick, right? Okay, it's time. Okay, and then you make it center. All right. So this is how you do your reporting. This is how you do your reporting. Okay, so each one of the boxes you report like this. Okay, so this one you will copy paste and make it like this. With regards to the okay, however, for example, this one is for question about however, different agreement, different agreement also arise from these participants. Okay, participants. Then you say lah, what is the differences? Okay, you take it from, you make a little bit of what you call sentences, and then you just copy paste their findings like this and make it quotation. So when you want to do a qualitative research after this is how you report things. You didn't put these tables inside a paper publication. You don't. This is actually I can say that is your own worksheet lah. But I want to see your worksheet whether it's good or not. Okay. All right. Understand? You guys understand? Okay, good. I hope it's not too complicated lah, but you will get headache lah after this, seeing your own findings. Okay, alright. Okay, so apa lagi tak? Okay, summary. In summary, participants have similar agreement goals. Okay, however, there is this one. Okay, so basically, let's see how this group do their summary. Alright, summary shouldn't be so long. You just make a summary of all of this. I think you just highlight what is the most important findings that you found. For example, how to highlight the most important. For example, within the question number 1, you find that there are so many agreement, okay? Or maybe within one question, you have 3 participants. Within one question, all the participants are actually agreeing to the same thing, okay? To the same thing. So you just highlight it in the summary. Okay, you just highlight the most frequent similar agreement or the most frequent different agreement among your participant. That's it. Okay, and if you want to touch a little bit here and there, you can, but do not make too long of summary lah. Okay. Dominant Pizza is as you can see that this group, Dominant Pizza is very well known brand. So finding people to do the survey on was not very difficult. Okay, from the survey, and it's not survey, from the interview, various opinion of the respondent change to participant. This one use participant, and then this one use respondents wrong. Some were similar, some this okay. The participant did express more positive experience than negative. Okay, and then however, you can actually highlight some things that have the highest similar agreement and the highest similar difference of agreement. Okay, so basically that's I'm going to show, I'm going to share this one lah with you, Azrina. But don't follow this group 100%. I am also already forgot their mark already. So I don't know whether they get good marks or not. Okay, so don't follow blindly. Alright. Ini ke? Bukan. Ini ke? Betul ni Azrina. Okay. Ni Anwar ni. Alright. Okay, so you can see how they do it basically on the data analysis and reporting lah. Okay, data analysis, appendix, you can see how they do it. The rest don't follow lah. Okay, because I didn't actually explain it. Okay, let's go to Honda. Okay, this is Honda. Honda Group. You use Google Form or what?
Google Form ada.
Google Form Okay. You not come up with how many participants you have? 6
Actually, we
12.
12? Why so many?
no, actually we focusing 4, but we have responded about 6.
Oh, you have 6 Yeah, I can see 6 here. Respondent 6. Alright. Okay. This kind of findings that is actually, we don't want this thing to happen, but it happened in the Google form. Okay. This is when you use Google Form, this is how it's actually done. Okay, so as you can see, I can see that respondent number 6 doesn't give so much, like good finding, is it? This one, respondent number 6, dia tak keluar, tak ada. I can see that respondent number 6 is not giving a good finding because what is the requirement that I asked you before? Okay, so it depends on your group members, So how many group members you have within your group for Honda?
We have 5 members, madam.
5,
Yes.
Alright. So I think respondent number 6 you can delete lah. Alright, because I don't know like whether it's he or her. Her respondent is actually her response is actually very little. Okay, so let's go to question number 1. How do you get to know Honda City cars? Where do you do your research before purchasing Honda City car? Okay. So this is so later on you change this to participant, Participant P1. Okay. My family owns a Honda CR-V. My dad is a huge fan of Honda. Okay, this is talking about family. My uncle is working on a Honda company. My dad is a huge fan of the dad experience I purchased for the young executive. I have a cousin. My uncle has recommendation from family. Honda website, auntie, this one we delete. Okay. Auntie, family, uncle, family, dad. So what kind of similarity that you can come up?
Recommendation from family members.
Recommendation from family, okay. Family recommendation. So which one you want to put? Is it under similarity or difference? Hijab. Uncle. auntie. All right. This one talks about family. This one talks about family. Okay. What's more? This I think this one cousin mana tu? Where's the cousin thingy? Oh, tak ada Because I have a cousin working. All right. So as you can see, if you ask me, my judgment is you can have a code of similar theme code, which is family recommendation, but you can have similarity and difference within the same code. Okay. So when I highlight the yellow one, which means this one is actually similarity lah. But if you can see that cousin, uncle, auntie is actually coming from different sources. Okay, so P1 you can actually take similarity up to the sentence. Insert. Okay, and this one takes up to the sentence. P1 and P3. Okay, this one you put it inside the table. Right. So when it comes to the difference for this similar code of family recommendation, so you will have different sources. Okay, so basically my dad is a huge fan of Honda. You can actually just take this one to, no need to be long. This is P1. Okay, I have a cousin working as Honda sales advisor. That's it. Don't take it too long. Okay, this one is P1 as well. Okay, within the P1 have two difference. From my uncle is working in a Honda company. This is P2. Okay, if you are doing a quantitative, you may get up to here only. Okay, when you are doing a survey, if you are doing a survey, the multiple choice thingy, quantitative, you can get the what you call it, the result to this part only. Okay, but when it comes to qualitative, you can see which sources this family recommendation comes from. So that's why people are doing qualitative. Okay, so this one is P5, the P3. P5. Okay. So that's how you do it lah. But you can do it in boxes lah. Okay. But this is the concept of making the qualitative is something like this lah. Similarity, family. But this one is actually a very general family kind of meaning. But this one is actually talking about sources, different sources of family lah. Okay. So it's actually under differences. That's only coming from the similar code of, which is a theme of family recommendation. Okay. Let's go and see other things. So within one question, you will have several similarity. Okay, so for example, I have purchased a Honda City for the young executive look. For the young executive look. Okay, let's go and see whether that they have this. Browse the internet, asking those who have knowledge. Okay, longer time, recommendation, Honda website. This one is number 1. And let me go and highlight. It's different colors. Internet. Okay, so this one I put it as what code online sources. Kenapa dia warna merah je? Code. Alright. Code online source. So is this one is actually a different meaning. It's a different analysis, because it's why internet could be anywhere. Social media can be in newspaper, online. So internet and Honda website, but still is under the same code, which is online source. So this one is under the difference agreement. The difference agreement, and for participant number 4 and participant number 2 can come up with a difference analysis. Okay. Media. I'm not sure what is the media means. That's why I just like delete je lah kan. What's the experience I purchased? Okay, young executive look. Okay, as you can see here, it's actually quite an important, let me say that, important finding as well. Okay, but because this one doesn't have any similarity in terms of coding with the other, with the other findings from other participants, so I just delete it. No need to care about it. Okay. Asking those who have knowledgeable recommendation from family and friends. Still, friends also quite a good finding, but because they don't have in a similar code with the other participants, so I just ignore it. Okay, just come up with a similar theme first, then you can decide whether it's actually a similarity or difference meaning. Alright. So basically, when it comes to differences, basically you will have another team lah, because they have differences. So I can say that this is a team, family recommendation under the code of on different sources. You can actually do that lah, but that's the advanced way of doing qualitative. But it's okay. You can just report something like this only, whether it's similar agreement or difference. That's it. All right. Okay, so clear for Honda. You can see that's how you play around with the findings. Then you go to the next question. You go to the next question until the end. Any questions so far?
No, madam.
No, madam.
Okay, good. Hopefully you guys okay lah with this assignment, kan? Alright, if you done with this, then you can publish. Okay, but inshallah next class I'm going to share with you how to how to add LR on these findings to be able for it to be published. Okay, because I think some of you want this paper to be published. So we are going to go through. I'm going to for next class. Next class is the last class. So after basically after problem statement, there will be a literature review lah. But this one is not required lah for this assignment. But this is just for the next class. Okay, to make it publishable. So basically on next class, I'm going to show you how to find the related LR. Okay, when it comes to qualitative, if you ask me, do I need to have a framework, conceptual framework like quantitative? For example, quantitative have, we call it, have a IVDV kind of relationship. Yes and no. You don't have to have a solid conceptual framework for qualitative, and you can have a solid framework for qualitative. But when it comes to qualitative, if you want to come up with a framework, you must make sure that the framework cannot have any relationship like quantitative. For example, like process. You can do a process, for example, step by step. It can be in LR lah, in qualitative. But when it comes to having a relationship between IBDV, that is not acceptable in a qualitative research. Okay, so next class I'm going to share with you how to find a good LR for your assignment, and after that how to add more on your findings. The findings, how to add the LR inside the findings so that it can be publishable. All right, because you're going to do like later on, like if you want to publish, you're going to write around like 10 papers, 10 pages of paper. So it's not required to have a chapter by chapter again. So I think this is enough. This is enough lah for publication if you want to publish lah from somewhere. But I can say that if you want to publish for this assignment, later on you put a little bit of LR here and there. I would suggest not to publish in the Q1. Yeah. Publish in the what you call it, index, in the Google index, not Scopus, not ISI. Because this one is, I think this one is actually not really that high quality of writing lah. But it still can publishable under Google Index. Okay, under Google Index. So how to find basically I will go to my journal lah. Okay, my journal, citation and informatics, if you want to publish. So you can see lah, some journals have index, Google Index, other things, other index, but not Scopus and ISI. So Scopus and ISI is actually very high journal, so high quality journal. So basically they will not accept that, unless if you are doing a very good title that is actually different from the others. Something lah. Okay. Let me see. You can actually browse the title, whatever. My journal. Index by my journal. Okay, so basically my journal is an index as well. This one is actually indexed by my journal only. This one can, if you want to test, if you want to try your luck. This one under YTM. Please make sure that you are not go for, there are many predatory journal, which is scammers as well. So I would suggest you go to my journal. This is quite safe, a safe website to search for good journals, legal journals. Okay. All right, so I think that's all. Do you have any question before we stop our class?
No question.
No, All right.
I think everything is clear, madam. Thank you so much, madam.
Good. All right. It's not that hard, but it will get hard on your part later on. But the concept of coding, team, whatever it is, it's not really that hard. Just play around with your findings. That makes you feel a bit headache later on. But it can be done. Okay, it can be done. All right, so that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. If you want to ask anything, you can actually